and catch somebody on a close corner, that's always something very interesting.
Yep. And there are a lot of those ready corners here on Dust2. So we are going to be getting things into the knife round. Do have everybody on the server. They're going to be meeting in mid for the typical knife round. And we did see Nouns absolutely crush the last one. This one going fairly even, but does go the way of Nouns. Rush winning that out in the end. So they are going to get their choice of side once again. That's 2 out of 2 knife rounds won. That's a good battle to have. Now let's see what we've got. We do have the Negev out. I love seeing that. I love seeing like some of the sillier weapons. In warm up, we had people pulling out auto snipers and having a good time with those. But all things considered, it does look like Nouns will be taking that CT side. Pretty typical choice for the choice of side on Dust2, and get right into it.
All right. I like this so far. The pair of dualies coming in just automatically. That's a classic setup right there. It doesn't even matter what the rest of the team is doing. You have dualies, you're set up. You're great, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Is the dualies are over towards the B site where they need to be potentially here, because Bad News Capybaras are so far lined up to go in towards the B site.
Yeah, but this is a little bit of an interesting strategy. They've got 2 pushing up to Cat to try and maybe pull some attention on over to the A bomb site. Quick tap for Junior, and J-Chance is gone. So it's going to be on Peeping to try and stop these 3 players. He's not going for the trigger discipline. He takes the first. Cryptic joins in as well. Grave Kevin only able to trade 1, and it's a 1v1 on the B bomb site. Cryptic wins in the end. Gabe able to take down Junior, but the 1 versus 3 now for Gabe. Not going to be 1. It's CJ to close out the round. And Nouns once again taking the pistol on their CT side. Was a really interesting idea, though.
You know what? I enjoy seeing novel ideas come to life, especially in pistol rounds. So, like, that's kind of one of those things of like it's the most even footing that you're ever going to be on in a game, in terms of just everybody is stuck at the same price point. There's not much you can do to fix that. So everybody's just going to try and do one thing or another to make their pistol rounds unique, and potentially test out, like, not necessarily like a pistol strat, but like a strat that if you run it with a pistol, if you run it with rifles, maybe it goes better because of the firepower, but you get something out of it in terms of just like the raw, like, oh yeah, this is the idea we want to do. Speaking of raw firepower, Peeping getting 2 there is pretty good.
Yeah, solid $1,200 right in the pocket, cha-ching. And Noun's going to move to bottle up the rest of Bad News Capybara here in upper ton. CJ just playing from behind boxes, playing the headshot angle, picking up kills, waiting for Cryptic to bring out that MP9 and get another $1,200. So nearly max money won here by Nouns on the MP9s. Looks like they're going to hold on to them, though. Go for that bonus against the AKs and the Galil. And I do note that we had the Scout purchased by J-Chance on the previous round, so we'll be bringing that out once again here. Played down mid. Let's see if he can find the cross. Ooh, nope. Nouns with the smoke. Gonna prevent it. Heavy aggression to stop long as well for the Nouns setup.
Yeah, it's very interesting because Bad News Capybaras didn't really ever give the indication they were going to go that way. You can see it now, actually. The movement has come over here. Cryptic and Junior are going to be set up into his cat, which is the right spot to be, considering where all of Bad News Capybaras are. Seabass getting a 1-for-1 with Cryptic there, and Gabe going down. And there's J-Chance to get another in as well. So all of a sudden, you put 3 players over to that to force the issue for Nouns, and they've come out of it on the worst side of it, 2-1.
Yeah, I mean, if they can pick up some rifles here, that's a good shot for CJ. Takes the head of Seabass right off. We're back to the 3 versus 3 just before you can even blink. Ooh, Junior flashed in. Good kill with the assist from Rush. And they take the advantage. Once again, 3 versus 2. Unfortunately, no rifle picked up for Junior, so he's going to be sticking with that MP9. They do knock the bomb loose. They give themselves a good chunk of time. Ooh, Rush spots 1. Grave Kevin taken down. And it's all down to Laffy T's in the 1 versus 3. He's got Junior already approaching him. Easy kill, though. on the low health player. And now he's got to pick his sight. Ooh, good kill, but Rush in position from CT will trade it right back. But this looks eerily similar to Mirage. Nouns losing 4 on the 3rd round. Are we going to get another 4th round comeback on the T side from Bad News Capybara with the Pistols?
Oh dear.
Honestly, the script writers are just getting lazy.
Yeah, let's this is like we're like on season 9 of a sitcom, and it's like, okay, you guys got hit syndication, it's great. Please keep the effort going. Please don't just make it like you know, just slop coming through every single day. But
Oh gosh,
no,
if this is season 9 of a sitcom, it must be Scrubs.
Yeah. It's actually Grey's Anatomy. We've still got 6 more seasons to go.
Grey's Anatomy is a sitcom?
Is it? I thought it was. Is it procedural? I don't know.
I thought it was a
I don't know
drama.
how they classify it.
I don't watch it. Anyway, a good start to things. Junior picking off Gabe, Peeping joining in, playing support with the rifle for that off. Takes down Grave Kevin as well. Nouns leaving nothing to chance against these pistols. They've been burned by this before, and they're not going to let that happen again. Picking up 3, making sure that Bad News Capybara unable to find their way into that round whatsoever. And Bonamont, thank you for the tier 1 gifted sub to Parks has a big dick.
I will not confirm or deny those allegations. That's just a Twitch account. So
that is just a Twitch account.
Just a Twitch account.
Also,
you know hi, Mega Geese.
Mega Geese is here too. Thank you. Hello, Mega Geese. You know what I love though? Bonamont doesn't make these Twitch accounts. He just finds them. Oh, hold on. We got a full buy.
Okay, hold on. Okay, 4v4. Good trade initial. Okay, I'm going to say this. Nouns have been very good at taking space over in towards all across the map, which is what I expected, just, you know, based on previous incarnations and kind of the player base, the players that they have on the team. And it's working really well. The only time it didn't work well was in that 3rd round when they lost they lost more players towards the cat push, but it still ended up working out because of the space they got. Oh my goodness, great nades coming in. Peeping is under the gun.
Burning.
Stressed right now with where the spacing is.
Yeah, but
that's
these
a good
smokes. Oh my goodness, he lines up 2. And it's all up to Laffy T's once again in the 1 versus 4. Oh, the spacing is not there for Bad News Capybara. Well, good trade right back. Does take down Peeping, but this 1 versus 3, no chance in the world here. Junior showing up in a big way. He's not going to let the new player have all the fun.
Yeah. But no, I mean, going back to your whole, what was it about the ults and stuff? I think back to the paradox that is, like, if you give a monkey a typewriter and infinite time, they will eventually like spit out Hamlet. It's like that with Twitch users. Like,
oh yeah,
given enough time, they're just every single combination of words is going to be used in such a way that like you'll be able to put whatever together to make what's it called? To have funny meme accounts that just kind of somebody created like 6 years ago, and now they sit there unused.
I will admit, I made 1 meme account. I made it after the Stockholm Major when I got a silver coin because I was upset. Hold on, Mac 10 going crazy. Cryptic in the 1 versus 2 does have a good health point here for dealing with these 2 players, but they both picked up his teammates' rifles. I feel like this is just a safe call. Oh, no, not even a chance. J-Chance pops up as the reload comes through. Oh, Bonamont, thank you for the tier 1 gifted sub to iMilk Mommies. So the meme account that I made was Flom lied, gold coins died, because I was upset that I didn't get a gold coin at least at the Stockholm Major in 2024.
Honestly, most of the time for me in Lucy we trust when it comes to like the like HLTV points and doing like any of that kind of stuff. Lucy Loose is like the hookup to try and get good results. So yeah, definitely that's a top tier meme account though. Flom lied, gold died is just
Yep.
I'm gonna gift them a sub in Plump's channel. I think.
Oh, I
next
do
month.
it anytime there's a major. I make sure to do it. Anytime I do poorly on fantasy, I do it. You know, I
Beautiful.
remind him that you know, I should
It
probably
exists.
stop trusting
Ooh.
him when it comes to player analysis. But I do it anyway. Oh, Peeping getting his head ripped off, just peeks out from behind boxes and lower tons, and we're down to the 3 versus 3. The health is the important thing to call into question, though. Bad News Capybara, they put down the smoke to look for a possible push onto the B bomb site, and Grave Kevin opens things up with a beautiful kill onto CJ as he's just rushing on in.
That
Do like the
the nade
rotation
from
here
Rush
for
could
Nouns.
do it.
Oh, they're being loud, and Rush able to get the kill all the same. J-Chance not quite able to hit the shot. The remaining 2 players super low on HP, 34 HP between them.
Rush has a nade in his hands, like in his back pocket. He could throw that and probably take them both down. It's that close. Okay, hold on.
1-for-1 trade. We're getting around the world here. Oh my gosh, is he gonna go all the way around? He's not going through CT spawn. He is going to the A bomb site though. Rush hot on his tail. This is a full sprint. We're gonna be down to those last possible seconds here. 10 seconds remaining. As the digits put in. Oh, the nade doesn't quite reach. He's going for the jump peaks. Oh, and he can't hit the shots.
Rush.
What a round.
No. Oh no, Rush. That's when you gotta laugh off.
Yeah, that's when you take a timeout. You stand up. You maybe do some push-ups.
Just take a second. Just take a second.
Yeah.
Let it
Watch a
breathe.
little bit, but no, they're just gonna go right back into it. And this is gonna be an iffy buy from Nouns. They decide to go in with the hero rifle from CJ, already lit down, getting legged up by J-Chance on that op. I don't like this buy on CT side. I really don't. We'll see how these pistols can do for Nouns. Interesting that they decided to put the rifle over on the B bomb site and send three over to the A bomb site with Peeping holding down mid. I mean, it is a 5-7 at close range, so that can definitely get some good work done. But the M4 will be the first to ring in a kill. Trade right back over by Grave Kevin, and they're going to push on right over to Cat. Flash goes in, unable to activate on this one. Gabe blinded, still going to get the kill, but Rush and Cryptic will answer back. And we're down to the 2 versus 2 rifles in the hands of Nouns as well.
It's a quick rotation over from CJ as well to try and make this happen. I mean, Rush in the back corner. He's going to be looking for some revenge here, even if Seabass isn't alive for play to come through.
Oh.
Great opener there from J-Chance. Ooh, what do we got from CJ? What has he got in his locker? He'll find the first. He's got to find Kevin now. Can he do it?
100 HP versus 35. He hears the footsteps.
Oh, the
that's a
dink.
good dink. And he
Yes!
has the bullets remaining.
Beautiful.
Last second kill there. EJ gonna make sure he is missed.
That's a really good kill to come in from CJ. And I mean, you look at the scoreline and you go, well, it's 6-2 now. It's like they're just retaining the lead, but it's also a big swing factor because you look at the momentum side of things, and Bad News Capybara was really starting to get something going, and now, you know, you sit there, it's like, okay, the money's kind of low again all of a sudden. Now I have to worry about that. Yeah, just a big round coming in from CJ, and I mean, Peeping and Cryptic have been leading the way with 10 kills apiece, but it's good to see that everybody's really starting to contribute.
All right. Well, as we're getting into this round, Stab Mr. Stabby, I do want to say thank you for the raid. Welcome on in. Stabby viewers, I hope you guys had a good time. Shoutouts going to Mr. Stabby. You can see that at the top of your chat. We're here with Nouns versus Bad News Capybara, map 2 of 2. And, I mean, we went the distance on map number 1, so if you do decide to stick around, it should be an exciting game here on Dust2. regardless, Bad News Capybara, they're starting to roll on into the A bomb site. Ooh, Junior's sticking a toe out just a touch too far into the off of J-Chance. That will allow the kill to fall into place. Gabe just jumping around the smoke. With a chance to activate as the smoke starts to fall. Good kill on the Seabass. And he's got some backup, but the backup is falling all around him. DJ only able to pick up the op. Fall back.
Yeah, it's a smart decision to do. I mean, Nouns money is just not where it needs to be, and that happens after you lose so many. Like you have so many close rounds and rounds with high death counts coming through. They have the rounds to give up. Basically, is kind of where I'm going with this. You know, you've got 6. You secure at least half of the half, which is good. And obviously, you want to keep a gun or 2 around because then that gives you a higher chance to potentially, you know, squeak out the advantage into the going into the second half. With still 3 rounds left to go. Like, there's plenty of money in the back pocket to you save this round, keep the op kind of floating. Come in the next round, you'll have, you know, good money and op in hand. High chance of things to happen. So, yeah, I like the decision to keep the op around, and it's interesting that CJ is going to keep hold of it. I think it's just because he has armor. That's really the decision that's coming through with that.
Well, Junior has bought up armor, but I think this might even be a spawn discussion. DJ gonna get over to long, get flashed out, and look for the pick, and he is gonna find it too. So, you know, you get your player with the spawn in. Now Junior tossed that op over. And that's gonna slow the roll of Bad News Capybara. They thought that they were gonna have a clean run out onto A versus some pistols. They were not expecting that to be in position, and Junior picks up one with it as well. So suddenly, this buy round for Bad News Capybara set on its face. Oh, he's going to be boosted up as well. Nouns pulling out all the creative strats to move that op around and get it into positions where it can work its magic. Grave Kevin, though, making his way up ramp. Does look like he's going to be in position to get this bomb down, but oh, he's completely snuck past Junior as well. This is a little bit dangerous. Spot the op out, and will be the kill. Okay. J-Chance answers as well. Suddenly, this round that Nouns were looking like they had a fantastic read on starts to fall to pieces. And News Capybara gonna get that bomb down. Rush going for the jump shots. Not going to be quite lucky enough to hit those. Grave Kevin, though, will fall. And the rest of Nouns already on site, in position. This rifle for Seabass, a little bit too strong for the unarmored players. And it is going to be Bad News Capybara putting themselves within 2.
Yeah, huge hold there from Seabass. Just kind of keep everything calm, cool, and collected. I mean, the pistols are going to always try and do something crazy. They're always going to try and make something happen that, you know, it makes the other side uncomfortable. You want to really put them into a bad spot, and that's what they did. It was very effective. Now here comes the round where they've got an op in hand. They've got rifles. They've got MP9s to kind of fill the gaps. You're going up against those AKs and op still on that T side. So now have a lot of work to do, but they're giving themselves a really good opportunity here, and I think peeping early on in towards this lower section, they're getting aggressive in towards tunnels.
Yep, this is dangerous. Junior gonna pick up the first. That op going in as again. Peeping joining in. He's gonna be more than happy working with an opper. Peeping's gotten to work with some good oppers in his time. Getting to play with Dia on Fluffy Aimers and Timberman. Getting to work with. He was on Party Astronauts. I don't think he was on Party Astronauts at the same time as Ponalone, but he's gotten to play with some good oppers. So that's gonna give you that instinct of how to really support your sniper. Down to 14 HP, though. This Bad News Capybara. Nice headshot for Laffy Tees as they start to bleed into the B bomb site. Get set up. The smoke set down. CJ not quite able to spray through it. And this is going to be the bomb down. Now he's rotating over.
Okay.
No kits going to be the crucial thing here. And
yeah.
Need to get in motion.
J-Chance and Rush here is going to be ships in the night. It feels like, yeah, that's what happens. The angles aren't right, and that causes the issues as it all unfurls. For Nouns, They get the round. 7-4. I talked about you take the round previous. Yeah, you got the op. You do some damage. You get some kills, and then you save up your money for the next round where you're gonna have guns come in, and then you take the round. And that's exactly what they do. They lose, make it 6-4. Now they come back. They win the round 7-4. So looking good.
Yeah, and it's looking good for Nouns to complete the 8-4 like they did on Mirage, but at the same time, it's a little bit more iffy. We do have the Mac-10 as the only bad weapon for Bad News Capybara coming into this round. The big issue is going to be the utility once again. We've got two players that are pretty dry, and Dust2 is a map where you do need to be smoking off those big angles. Not going to be an easy one for Bad News Capybara, I don't think. Oh, there we go. Peeping picking up the op this time around. Junior joining in. So again, we were talking about ops and peeping, and there he goes. Bad News Capybara, they wanted to just take over the bomb site once again, and they might just do it. They've opened it up already, taking down the two players present. Nouns sending the rotation. Calm down. And at least this time, they do have the kits. Have to be wary of all of the angles. But use Capybara with just enough smokes left to rotate for about half that bomb timer. Nades head in. Try and push around the positions of Bad News Capybara. Bass going to be the first one to fall. And it's down to 2. Grave Kevin picks up 1. Junior with the trade. And it's just down to Laffy. He's playing behind bricks.
Oh, no!
He can get the first, and they don't know. They don't check. And Laffy T's will clutch this one up. 5-7 for Bad News Capybara on their T side.
Huge. Big round for Laffy T's to have on that. The fact that he was able to hide there and hold his nerve for so long was great. And 7-5 it's not a bad half to come into your CT side on. I mean, you look at that, it's one pistol round away. All of a sudden you're tied. Next you have advantage, and it's going great. There's great potential here for Bad News Capybara when it comes to the fact that this is their map pick, and now they're on the preferred side.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, Nouns needed 8-4 to win on their T side on Mirage. It might be that they haven't quite fleshed it out. This feels like a little bit dangerous from Nouns. I'd like to see. I mean, again, it's all down to the pistol. So much rides on it. Nouns, they're going to do a pretty similar thing to what their opponents did. No B site hit, just send players over to Cat and go for an A split instead. Keeping it calm and quiet. They've only got 3 to deal with here. J-Chance first to spot, and the kills all falling the way of Bad News Capybara. Cryptic does find one back, but it's going to be all the pins falling for Nouns and Bad News Capybara with a nearly clean pistol.
Yeah. Just again, I mentioned the first I mentioned after the first pistol round, like, hey, the pistol round is the all equalizer, just because of everybody is on the same footing in terms of money and positional stuff like that. But I mean, that's just a crazy good round there coming in from Bad News Capybaras to potentially even things up and give them a chance now into the rest of this game, because they've set themselves up for success.
Yeah. Now, we do get the sniper rifle coming out for Junior, picking up that scout, just like J-Chance did on their T side. Let's see what that opens up here. It feels like not the best idea with no utility to bring out the scout. No armor either. I questioned a little bit, but at the same time, you can get that pick and grab a weapon. Suddenly, the round looks very different. A lot of damage starting off this round. Seabass, first blood onto Cryptic, and the rest of Nouns all falling over one after another. Just Junior remaining, only able to pick off one.
Just solid. This is a team that knows their assignments, knows positionally where they should be watching, and just kind of takes care of business. There's nothing fancy about it. There doesn't need to be anything fancy about it. They just kind of got it on lock. Plenty of money still, sitting in the bank. They're going to have 4-4s coming into this round. It's still even a stronger buy than, the team who, round before didn't necessarily force up, but had a bit of a buy. They're coming in again with a bit of a half buy still. And I look towards this and I go, well, I think Bad News Capybaras still have a bit of an advantage when it comes to the kind of gunfights that they'll be taking.
Well, let's see what the rifles have to say about it for Nouns. We do have the big Zoomy out once again for Junior and the rifles for the rest of the squad. And once again, it's the mid control. Get that smoke down and just get all the way up into the faces of your opponents. And then we wait. We wait and we see if we get any picks. The answer is, oh no. Cryptic getting tagged down by the Molotov is danger against those M4s. You get the smoke down all the same, and Noun's going to start to creep on over to the B bomb site. You bullets through smoke, and actually Cryptic in a position to cause some chaos. Found the players on A.
Yeah, and this is a big thing, is now the crunch is coming in. He's stuck in a bad spot, and the problem with that means that the rest of his teammates aren't able to support him in trying to get things back in hand. So yeah, it's just gonna be a save coming in from Bad News Capybaras. It's the right call to make. You want to keep these 3 guns. It'd be an expensive attempt to go back in, and with where the money is for Nouns, you're glad to give them the round. Yeah, they can build up a bit of bank. All 5 stay alive, but because of where they currently sit, they're not going to be looking to go and get super aggressive. The only one that's going hunting right now is Cryptic, and even he's being very cautious about it. There's nothing insane going on. Just kind of, I'm just going to do a little look-see around here, see if I can find an easy angle. And even then, he still might go down here, depending on how this fight goes with Seabass.
Well, he does take one down. Crucial money spent there. And does even get to exchange the Galil for an M4. So, very solid hunt. Let's see what Nouns have to say. Or let's see what Bad News Capybara have to retort with. One round separating these 2 teams. What do they have to say about it?
I'm still super surprised that Junior's on the scout. I would have expected him to have upgraded by now to something else, but hey man, I guess shoot or shoot, I guess, is the best way to put it on that one. It's gonna, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about the idea of continuing to run a scout when you could probably run a rifle and be more in tune with the rest of the squad, especially because you lost one over towards the B site. Now the rotation's all coming over towards it because they know they've got it all safe. It has to be faster, and Peeping's got one back, so 4v4, and A site's gonna be the battleground.
Yeah, bro, bloodbath on the bomb site, and it's Bad News Capybara in the driver's seat, keeping all alone here, able to take down 1, but there's 3 more closing in on his position. He's got 1, but Grave Kevin make it a 1 and done. Bad News Capybara, they even it right out, and the money, it's in an okay spot for Nouns. They could buy back into this one, but the game itself starting to look a little bit more iffy. 8-8 on your T side on the second half really doesn't feel good.
Yeah, that's sorry, I'm still on this a little bit. Junior has now finally switched over and bought an AK to join the rest of the team. I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know, it was like a bonus buy thing where he kept the scout around, and I think that came to kind of bite them in the butt a little bit just because of where the spacing was, where the timing is, and Bad News Capybaras are going to take advantage of something like this, and they're doing it again with Gabe going into the smoke, keeping it right next to him, so it ends up working out. They basically run into a Nouns trap in towards middle, but it's still even Stevens at 3v3.
Yeah, Seabass lands back to Grave Kevin. Ooh, not quite able to hit the spray. It's just Seabass alone now in the 1 versus 3. It's Rush takes down Grave Kevin, and right through the smoke, CJ going to answer and put Nouns on the advantage once again. And now, again, the money, dangerous position. Bad News Capybara they have been sent back to the Stone Age. This is, I mean, they're going to pick up the Deegs. This isn't Mirage, but I would still be afraid of the Deegs after what J-Chance and Seabass were pulling on the last map.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Who's walking up through mid right now?
That is J-Chance. And that is Danger Will Robinson. I do think he's been spotted. I do think Nouns are wary of this. They're going to get one onto Cat, and, well, Brave Kevin does finally reveal. Cryptic able to take down one, CJ as well. But aggressive positions being taken by Bad News Capybara. It's a shame they're not able to convert any of these aggressive spots that they're taking. Seabass only able to get one for the team as Nouns put themselves on a 2-round lead.
That's a big separation to come through. 2 rounds in this, especially how back and forth it's felt. And, you know, I mean, you know, first 5 rounds go the way of Nouns, and then 2 come back, and Bad News Capybara kind of over time really starting to get back into this game, and now all of a sudden it's kind of shoes on the other foot. Nouns have reasserted their position here. They've got the money sorted. They've got AKs in their hands. It's a double pistol save kind of coming in for Bad News Capybaras, and I mean, it's kind of working. Yeah, it's kind of working in towards tunnels, which is good to see. But yeah, 3v3 coming through over in towards the inside here. Scott needs to hit something here to try and slow them down. Using that smoke effectively for sure, but there's only so many places you can hide on an open site.
Yep, it's going to be Rush with a kill, and 2 players remain for Bad News Capybara. Laffy Taffy all alone. See who's laughing last. Nouns should be getting the bomb down on the A-bomb site any minute now. He's going for the jump shots, but not. It'll be Cryptic with the last laugh. 11-8 scoreline. Again, this looks familiar. Right? Like, we had this spot. Then we had a comeback by Bad News Capybara.
This gun round is really important for Bad News Capybaras. 1, because of where the money sits. 2, because of where the rounds sit. And it is just, you've got to keep as many players alive as possible. That's, you know, the usual thing to do is keep as many around as possible. But it matters even more so now, just because of where Nouns financially sit in terms of their economy. They can lose players. They can lose a round or 2. And they'll still have enough for another buy coming in. So big play has to come in here from Cryptic to try and get something going. He'll find one, back away. And again, it's just positioning that's come through right now. It's 4v4. And Dust2 is such a huge map that you've got these long fights that have to happen. These, you know, solo rides. And Seabass is going to try and make this very effective play happen. The problem is Junior is more than aware that it's going on. Not worried about it. The rotation has come in from the rest of Nouns as well. They are leaving the B site. They're going to take the long route over towards long. And I believe Gabe has heard them make this move.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have the rotation in from Gabe. So Nouns, they do have to be careful that they don't take too long or they might get pincered in a position. But, man, that was an interesting gambit to push on up to that long position. I like the tenacity of it, but ambitious is maybe the word I would use. Timing not on their side. See if J-Chance is able to win this one out. Good kill for Gabe to start this one off. 2 versus 3 for Bad News Capybara as Nouns start to get that bomb into position. They will, but not before J-Chance takes one. He will be traded out, and it's going to be Gabe in the 1 versus 2. Junior shoots off the off. Misses the shot, but Peeping will find the right shots. And it's going to be 12-8 for Nouns. They knock Bad News Capybara down to what will look like another iffy force buy.
Oh, brother.
Oh, brother, indeed.
I think there was an M4 dropped across. Yeah, there you go. Grave Kevin's got it. 3 MP9s, a scout. I mean, they've done more with less. Okay, they have in past rounds, especially in the last, you know, even today, they've done more with less. I'm hoping to see more come through now, though. Seabass early on getting aggressive. It's cryptic all the way with peeping over towards long A. They've cracked the code. They've taken the space, and that all of a sudden means it's a bit more of a struggle to get over in towards the A site.
Ooh.
Good shot there by J-Chance. Okay, hold on. There still might be some life in this yet. There's too many smokes for now, though. Put this all together.
Yeah, that's the op knocked out of the server. Peeping could recover this. He's in position to make that happen. We've got Cryptic in position as well. And I mean, the rifles are working pretty well. Laffy T's able to answer for Rush. So 2 versus 2. Oh, but the nade out of Peeping will crush Laffy T's. And now a 2 versus 1. J-Chance looking to hold on to this game, but he's spotted out by the player in mid. That'll be CJ. He's looking for the player out of
my
tons.
goodness.
Good damage
Good
onto
damage.
Peeping down to 3 HP. Oh my gosh, wait. This scout might just have it. Battling with the
Oh!
AK. Pulls out the USP for the final kill. The headshot, the tap onto Peeping.
Oh, J-Chance.
Bad news, Capybara.
Yeah.
They are still in it.
That just, what a wild round from J-Chance there to hold that all together. I mean, we mentioned, you know, they've done more with less. Well, J-Chance, he only needs a scope and he'll take care of the rest. So huge round for him. Great shots coming through. Used all 10 bullets in that clip to great effect. And gives him it gives him another round, another opportunity here to extend this game a little bit further. They've still got to break the money here of Nouns though to get this over the line.
Yeah. I mean, this is going to be the round where they do break that economy. So there is the opportunity to go for overtime here. It's not going to be an easy road. It's a long, long, rocky road to overtime. But this is an interesting spot for Seabass. I've seen people boost it up on blue before, but this is like a weird.
It's a rare occasion.
It is.
J-Chance is in a whole pickle right now. He's going to be spotted by Peeping on that corner. It's not, that corner is not very good for the CTs, unfortunately, and that just becomes a bigger factor there. Is your hero from the previous round is now gone, and it looks like Gabe wants to try and make a play here. As a result, fix the issue. Instead, it's just going to worsen now as they go to a 5v3. Kevin's going to be a big linchpin on this over towards A, though.
And now we see the disadvantage of being boosted up on blues. You're kind of in a mobile turret. If no one comes to meet you, you're going to be stuck there waiting for somebody, and you're going to be like, wow, I wish I got to be a terrorist in this round. FATs is getting activated here. Does take down CJ the King, but bombed down 4 versus 2 for Bad News Capybara. Seabass now. He's got a lot of ground to cover, and he's not going to be covering it. Junior with the kill, and Laffy T's now 1 versus 3 to try and convert this. Try and keep this game going, but he's not going to be able to pull it off. Only takes down Junior, as Peeping will win the game for Nouns. 9-13 in the favor of Nouns. 2-0 on the evening. A fantastic opening night, and we're going to cameras.
Yeah, I mean, we mentioned off the top, it was probably going to be Nouns coming in on that being the stronger team, even if it is the map pick of Bad News Capybaras. It's one of those things of just kind of you look at, not, I hate to be that guy, but you look at the name recognition of the players on Nouns versus on Bad News Capybaras, and there's a little bit, you know, a little